Oh, then Patreon. I was like, man, people are already in there like that? All right, that's that. Do it like that.
You live right now?
Yeah, we live.
Everything there.
What up, y'all? We about to get going for y'all. Just a little something extra. Y'all rocking with us. A little one-off video, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
People coming in now. Them hits don't make no sense.
What?
Tetris.
So what?
Here we go.
The live's gonna be showing up immediately.
Where JoJo does his show. Shout out to JoJo.
Young Joe. So it's animation for the show too. Let's go.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah. That'd be cool to have care for dad. Like he's somebody that just believes in your like.
Yeah, don't go to college. You don't need it.
You don't need it. Yes.
Damn hits don't make no sense.
What's this shit? Yeah. No.
What it do, Scary Squad? We are about to shoot lunchtime lottery, and we have the final quarantine games today. And not only that, we are starting the All Deaf League later on today. But in addition to all that stuff, we wanted to give Scary Squad a special little episode of Damn Internet Scary, because a lot of crazy stuff has been going on. Do we do a secret song? Secret songing it up?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why not get a little secret song?
You know what I'm saying? Couldn't hurt.
I think it's been cool having the squad pick the genre the last few episodes. So you guys already know. You guys should just pull up with the genre. You know, once you pull up,
Come
throw
in
it in
hand.
there,
You know what I'm saying? You know we're gonna be asking y'all.
hat in hand with the genre. Because you guys know what it is, so you guys might as well start. You guys might start giving us the genre. Techno.
Oh man, this is what happens when we ask. This is what happens when we ask. So
Techno was first.
I mean, okay.
Who's techno? Like
Or is it house? Is
it's
house
hard,
and techno
it's
the same?
broken. Like I feel like in the '90s it was just that music over there was techno, and then it became like house, drum and bass, small house, bigger house. Like there's a lot of different versions of it, but let's do house.
Okay.
I mean not house. Let's do techno. Would that be like Daft Punk?
See, I was thinking like techno was more like I thought was more like.
Yeah, it sounds like Daft Punk.
I thought Daft Punk was more like, come on, let's get frisky.
They turned it to punk. Pop. I thought they started with techno
Oh,
when they were like speaking like robots and
yeah,
stuff.
I don't know now. I'm just trying to guess it out.
All right. Well, sorry to any techno enthusiasts that might be offended by what we're about to do, but I don't know. It seemed like you had some pretty good techno beats.
Yeah, if you were gonna do the words, I was gonna just throw the most crazy and random sounds at you. And see if you can just keep it going. I'm gonna keep it on beat, but it's gonna be crazy as fuck. I'm just giving you that out the game.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
Alright, I believe in you. I know that you can do it. So I feel like me throwing the crazy stuff out there, it's not gonna really trip you up too much because you got this.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Alright, let's give it a trip.
Hello. I'm about to rip this beat a new asshole. Let's get it. Hey. Oh, just the beat, or am I waiting for it to drop? Hello, let's get hectic. It's time to go electric. Damn internet, you scary as ethnic. Whoa, scary as an ethnic. To a Korean liquor store owner. We are electric. We get hectic. We get scary as an ethnic. To a Korean liquor store owner. Korean liquor store owner. You buy! You buy! You buy! You buy! Well, that was the
So
chant.
that's win. Everything went with each other.
That was the chant.
You buy?
Slightly racist. Actually, the liquor store owner on my block is Korean. Nicest guy in the world. Put me on soju. Teaches me new things. He's great.
You buy repeatedly was ridiculous. So fucked up. Oh my god.
Alright, I'm glad that was secret.
Oh, goodness gracious, man.
Alright. Interesting news we got over the past few days.
I don't know how interesting it is. I think it's just some of us kind of saw it coming. Like
That's the thing.
you kind of saw some of it coming.
When headlines like this come out, I'm like, uh-oh. Because what happens, people automatically start turning into like marriage counsel. Oh, knew it. You can't date a rapper. Cardi B is this. Blah, blah, blah is this. The divorce rate is at a whole 60% right now. Like, most marriages, you could see this coming. I don't think we should focus in on the celebrity as opposed to the point where it's just like it could just not have worked. They're both in the industry. It's very hard.
Yeah.
That's very hard to do anyways. They're both rappers. That's even more. They both live a lifestyle that, you know, it's kind of hard to maintain a healthy marriage in. And it's just like people get on their high horse when this happens and they're just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. When regular people, non-celebrities, get divorces all the time. So
all the time.
It sucks. I hate every time, you know, hearing about this, a family split up, but that's the nature of things. I think it's just, it could have just not been there. And I heard that the cheating allegations or other baby mama allegations were not true.
I mean, I don't know. I like, and this isn't to throw a blanket statement on all rappers, but I think in that form of entertainment, that field of entertainment, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to cheat. I'm just saying some of that comes with a certain level of taboo, and unless y'all having real conversations, man, this shit is bound to happen. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just, I ain't gonna say it comes with the nature of it, but it kind of comes with it. Like, you know, all the traveling, the missing people on the road, the alcohol, and if other drugs are there as well. Granted, they haven't been traveling because of COVID, but still, like, I think it's a certain lifestyle that kind of just comes with that. And not saying that it's okay. I just think, like, communication. Like, here's my thing. If you wanted to be with Cardi B, because she's beautiful, you're attracted to her, and all of that type of stuff, that's one thing. Be with her. But, like, to propose to her and know you're not ready for that life, and sometimes you think you are, but, like, I feel like, you know, like, you got to really get to know that person and know yourself. It's not just even about that person. You got to know yourself if you really cut out for or ready for it. I think that people be rushing to that, and it's like,
it's true. I mean, and I really like them as a couple too.
Everybody did.
They were dope. They were like they were with the shits, and it's like, it's funny how many times she name dropped hit like Offset in her hits. So I wonder if that's gonna be weird now for her to you know, Cardi put the pussy on Offset, right on.
Yeah,
Offset, you know.
and not only that, it's like. And somebody said, who was that just said that? She said, oh, you could just be faithful. And, Brittany said, but you could just be faithful. That's could. I mean, that's true. You could, but and I don't think that it was, I can't say that it was one-sided, but it looks one-sided. Like, we haven't heard anything about Cardi. Like, nothing's come out about her dipping out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it's the typical stuff that you see. The man can't keep his dick in his pants, and, you know, now you making her look crazy on a worldwide platform.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had had that conversation about like what we gonna do, and you know I still want to be out here in the streets a little bit. Maybe I could have come to some type of agreement, or you could have moved a little better. But like when you're trying to do shit on a sneaky tip, you're gonna eventually drop the ball somehow, and word's gonna get out. So I don't know, man. Like that shit is just.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, but it's just like. He's amigo. Like you can't really be mad at the man, or you can be mad at the man.
You absolutely can.
I'm just saying you can't really be surprised when it's like that's what all the verses are about. This is literally what rappers be talking about, and it's just like when it happens, people try to make it seem like what. But he wasn't a knight in shining armor. He wasn't a perfect gentleman. It's like,
but one could argue that like when rappers are talking about running up in somebody's house and killing and all of that type of stuff, that's the art. They may be talking about what they lived at one point or what they saw from somebody else's perspective. But like you can't just use like that's what they talk about in all their songs as an excuse. Like the songs that make him do it.
Why not? When a
he
nigga
made
talks
himself,
about,
he made himself do it.
When a nigga's a gangster rapper and he talks about beating somebody up and shooting people, and then the video comes out about him getting punked, niggas, the first thing they say, well, what happened to all that shit you were talking? What happened to all the shoot 'em up shit? So it's like rappers are held accountable to their lyrics. It's just they get let off the hook when they come found out it's fake a lot. But it works in both ways. If you amigo, you one of the biggest superstars in the world, and you talk about smashing a whole bunch of girls, 9 times out of 10, you're probably smashing a whole bunch of girls. So it's just like, when you're in that environment, I feel like you should either, like you said, talk about something, maybe have like a different type of agreement, or it's just like you gotta show a little bit more effort. Because, Chance don't talk about smashing other girls.
Chance
talks about his wife.
I love my wife.
It's, I mean, Nuela said he legit begged to get her back, which baffles me, and if he cheated on her again. I'm just saying.
That's the point that I was going to get to.
Rapper.
Like, yo, you went on stage and pleaded with this woman to take you back in her life, and then you did this. And that's the part that's just like, come on, bro. Like,
when you choose to make the apology public, yeah, you should probably be better. But at the end of the day, we don't know if he cheated again. All right, we can't point the finger too early. I'm just somebody who likes all the facts to come out because I hate being a person who's boom, 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 saying all this stuff, and then the facts come out and it's not like that. And I was like, oh, I feel dumb. So, is it probable?
That nigga cheated.
You don't know
that nigga cheated. Everybody saw the video a couple weeks ago or a month ago where she had walked in the room and he tried to slide his phone down real quick, and then he came out, was like, that wasn't that, he was trying to do something else. Mm-hmm. But he was on his phone like texting somebody else, and then he was disheveled, like trying to get it in his pocket real quick, like, and it just looked hella suspicious.
Why was he on camera doing that? That was weird.
I think he was streaming. Oh, she came in. I think she came in with the camera or something like that. But it was something. But it was just like, bro, like, I know it's hard.
What if he was texting the planner of her surprise party?
Here we go. I knew that was gonna come out. I knew that was gonna come out. You know what I'm saying?
What if it was like the company that was giving her roses?
Here's the thing. So, all right. So this is how that works. Somebody busts in on you trying to plan a surprise. You just be like, what you doing, girl? Boom. This is me going through 16 screens, closing them, all of that. Like, when you do it like this, it just looks like you're trying to hide something.
I'm sorry, not everybody's professional.
Oh, right? Pat, shut your ass up. Shut up.
I've seen you on Black Blasphemy. You got a good poker face.
I mean, I do. And if you want to be like that in the streets, you need to have one too. Or you need to be better at covering up your tracks. Or, like Ricky said, you could just not cheat.
You could just not cheat. You could just not cheat.
If y'all don't have that agreement, y'all don't have the understanding, y'all don't have the communication, it's probably best that you just fly straight and narrow. Especially after you did all of this to get her back. Coming on stage, the flowers, the videos saying, I just want to be in my child's life, all of that type of stuff to get right back here.
Cute kid.
To get right back here, it's like, bro, like, it went from making her look bad for accepting him, not even making her look bad, but, you know, people casting judgment and saying, oh, you shouldn't have went back here, he's going to do the same thing over again. And she's like, no, I love him, I wanted my family back together. To being right back here, it's almost just like spitting in her face. It's hella disrespectful.
It's hella disrespectful.
You're embarrassing her on a worldwide platform.
I'm just saying people try to make it a bigger deal because they're celebrities. When in actuality, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
On both ends.
It does. It definitely does.
It's weird that I mean, Cardi's single.
Here's the question, though. What rapper is going to shoot his shot?
It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. She's an attractive woman.
She's a very attractive woman. She's very enticing. Her sex appeal is out of the building, off the chart. But is that disrespectful? Because, like, remember when Kodak went at Lauren, what's her name?
Lauren
London. Yeah, Laura London.
It's wildly different.
It is wildly different, but it's still like if Nipsey hadn't passed and they had just broke up, it still would have been like there's a cool down period before you ever do anything like that.
But it's different. Offset cheated. He didn't die.
That's true. That's true. But here's the thing. Like, all right, so let's say that we were both rappers.
So we think we're assuming
if we were both rappers, and this was your girl for years, or your ex-wife, or your child, or your mother, or all of those things combined, and we cool, like even if it ain't best friends, we cool and passing, and we done tones together. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't feel comfortable hollering at somebody that had that big of a presence in your life. Like I would never be okay with that. That big of a presence, your wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you took a vow in front of your friends, family, and under God that you were gonna be with for the rest of your life.
You saw with Kodak. Niggas don't care.
Niggas gonna nig.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be some Florida rapper.
Florida's just different, bro.
Not who's her next boyfriend who's gonna try, because you know they're gonna blow that up publicly. If the two stay divorced, they're gonna, you know, shade room and all the messy places are gonna be like, so and so's shooting at Cardi B, so and so wants Cardi B, so and so tweeted about Cardi B, and it's like, if not that I could give Cardi B any type of advice, but I feel like she should just date a non-rapper, date a non-celebrity.
She don't go the Serena route.
Serena Williams?
Yeah. Oh. Serena tried the rappers. She tried Common, she tried Drake, and not to say that she's still not friends with them, but you see what she did.
Common and Drake is a very funny and versatile ex-list.
Yeah, but and it's also opposite ends of the spectrum too.
That's
like Drake is like party guy, party all the time, got my own plan. all of this and comments like, y'all take care of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I read books on Netflix with, you know, I do movies with Queen Latifah as the love interest. You know.
It's not a good.
I sounded just like that nigga, man.
Not a good comment.
What? If I called you on the phone, hey, what's up? This is Common.
Watch here. Why are you? I'm not your wife. Why are you using this word?
I sound just like that.
Ben thinks it's gonna be a Spanish rapper next. Thinks she's gonna be Spanish.
That could work. That could work.
That's damn. It's wild to think of Cardi B single because she was always just this, like you said, just this ball of sex appeal.
Yeah.
Killing it in every single video. But at the end of it, you knew she was married. You know, she was a married woman. You know, all of her line. It was weirdly wholesome. You know, like all her bars were specifically about Offset.
Yeah.
She wasn't talking about. I mean, after she married Offset, she wasn't talking about being a freak with anybody but her husband. So it was very like.
And you know what's crazy?
It was very church friendly.
The crazy thing about that it still worked for her. Like when Chance came out happy, talking about his wife, everybody was like, all right, nigga, we get it. We get it. You're going raw. Okay. It was almost like we was like, shut up, nigga. Nobody want to hear about your happiness. But with Cardi B, everybody was happy for her. And I think it was just her
freakiness didn't stop. She didn't change.
No, but I also think it was like just the overall arch of where she came from, like, you know, being a stripper.
Best story in hip hop.
Yeah, and then like getting the bag, getting the teeth fixed, all of that type of stuff, getting a crib, and then finding happiness. And it was such a grand thing. Everybody was still rooting for her, and she still seemed like a real person. Sometimes rappers take on this persona like they're not people anymore. You know, but Cardi B seemed like a real person. Even when you saw her on the show on Netflix. Like she like a real person. She ain't doing like all the foo-foo shit. She was just like a real person. I think that's why people rooted for her so much.
I would go out on a limb and say that Cardi B has had the best character arc in music since 50 Cent. And her arc is kind of similar to 50 Cent, just in a completely different spectrum. 50 Cent came from the streets, you know, like the whole, you know, selling drugs, getting shot, all that stuff to him now is very, very similar to Cardi B. You know what I mean? She was on I think she was on Vine or something, doing just random rants. She was stripping, fighting. She was involved in gang activity. And the fact that she went the whole route of, you know, reality star, turned into rapper, who you assume that might not work, and then she's #1 everywhere, and then killing
everywhere.
And now, like, actual, like, rappers who were probably saying, like, that ain't gonna work, she's just a reality star, are, like, praying for her numbers. Like, it's crazy. And even the child with Offset, and then the divorce, like, this is all very legendary. This is gonna be a great Wikipedia page. Cardi B's
and an amazing life story. When this life story comes out, man, that is her unsung.
I'm here for the biopic. I hope she gets a good biopic, low key.
It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it.
People saying Drake might spit at her.
Nah, I don't think Drake would do that.
Drake has had some savage moments.
Yeah, but I don't think like I don't think he would do that with somebody he was so close with. Like he really like broke the Migos into like the mainstream with Versace.
Yeah,
he toured with them. It was the Drake and the Three Amigos. He's been on numerous features with them, and likewise, I don't see him going that savagely with it. That would be a different level right
there. Yeah, you never know a rapper's savagery until stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Like Kodak, you know he's a savage, but when that happened, it was like, yo, bro, Future with Pippin's ex-wife.
But you know what? With Future, that didn't surprise anybody.
But that's what but it was still like another like gold star on his fuckboy, you know, chart. Is just like it's not surprising because it's like it's Future, but it's still like it's still worth a damn.
Yeah, but it's the damn. It's this damn. It's like damn. That nigga just don't give a fuck. Versus like this, and you're like, damn. Can't believe homie would do that. Like that's a different type of damn. It's like the different degrees of nigga.
Yeah, it's like when you hear somebody beat somebody up as opposed to somebody shot at somebody. You're like,
nigga, he got beat up like he got shot. Yeah.
So like when you think about like, okay, Derek Fisher smashing Matt Barnes. It's just like it's almost like a savage you don't look up to. You're just like, damn, nigga, you move like that.
But Derek Fisher seemed like the most wholesome guy.
Right.
And you find out he was like taking trips out to. I was like,
damn. Yeah,
what you doing? I shook your hand. I thought you were humble.
Different type of savage when you're just like, ew. All right.
That threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie about that one.
All right. Well, Cardi B slides in your DM.
No.
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago, probably. I don't know, because I don't know where she was at in her life.
No. Like 20 years. All my hypotheticals don't be working because you're married.
I mean, I can still
alternate universe.
Right.
Cardi B, fresh in your DMs, right after Offset.
I'm not hollering.
Weird.
No, I'm not hollering. I would. If it's just a sexual thing, maybe, right?
Okay.
But I also would be a little intimidated by her. Like,
God, a little?
Yeah, but I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm a confident man. I know what I'm bringing to the table, but it's like, that's hilarious. That one. That emoji. My foot game would be straight, right? I think it would be like if she wanted to go out for drinks or something like that, knowing that I'm not at the caliber of the men that she's dated before, financially.
You've seen Offset, he just be dancing with money and stuff like that?
Nigga, I am never going, even when I got money like that, I'm never going to be that person, right? And then also, like, I didn't know, like, I don't know, man. That would be intimidating.
She's very...
And I can say that.
Man, and she could... If anything happened, she'd be my security guard, for sure. I already know she could fight.
But I would be friends with Cardi.
Aggressive. Yeah.
I would be friends with her.
Friend.
Yeah, I think it would be fun as fuck to hang out with her, and I feel like it'd always be fine chicks around her, so I wouldn't never, have a problem with just being around women, and being beautiful women is just always a good time to be around anyway. I could be around her and never try to shoot my shot with Cardi B.
Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of works with anybody, but I feel like she is sexy. Sexy.
I'll tell you what, the tattoos that Cardi has too, it definitely increases the sex appeal too.
I didn't like them at first. The peacock?
I'll take it.
I wasn't a fan of the peacock.
Sign me up!
It's, that's, I already know, that must be
I like a little, just a little sprinkle of hood. And I think she has more than a sprinkle, but I'm purchasing what she's selling.
You said she got a sprinkle of hood?
Yeah, she got a little sprinkle.
Oh no, she's the final boss battle. Sprinkle. Cardi B is the ultimate hood. And it's funny because, like, I never really attracted, like, hood chicks until I got older. Like...
Are you attract them now?
Huh?
You attract them now? Hood chicks be getting at you?
Kinda. A lot more than before, because before it was just like, what?
Do you think that's because they're tired of trying the hood dudes that didn't work out? And now you're attractive because of the arts and things that you provide.
The hood girls that were attracted to me before recently, it was that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm trying this out, it's nice, it's creative, all that kind of stuff. So it was always like, it was always interesting because we always taught each other new stuff. But if it was like they were like really hood, like I remember I dated this chick that I couldn't go out with her without her trying to fight somebody. And it's like I can't
even do it.
Stuff like that I can't do. I dated a girl I found out was selling drugs. We were like together, but she was like she slang like impressive amounts. So it's like I feel like I could handle it. But if it's like super aggressive, there might be like a miss. Like I could see Cardi B just, doing her thing in the morning, and I just be like, "You're too loud. you are too loud." I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think the most extreme situation I dated somebody. I know I dated a chick that never listened to R&B, like at all. Like we only fucked to like Yo Gotti, Kevin Gates.
Yo Gotti,
Kevin Gates.
I'm not trying to hear Kevin Gates.
Project Pack, 3 6 months. We only like got
Project Pack.
If we were at her place, she already had that going on and shit like that. The crazy thing is like she didn't smoke, but she was hood as fuck.
That's rowdy.
It is. But she was like, she wasn't like trying to fight in public and shit like that, but she just, yeah. She looked back and nah. But it was, that was weird. I dated a scammer, didn't know she was a scammer until like some shit got brought up to her at her house, like motherfuckers showed up to her crib type shit.
Like somebody who was about to get her?
Not like the cops.
Cops,
yeah.
Police. Mm-hmm. And you were there?
No, she told me about it.
From jail?
No. She like, I think maybe like an hour after it happened type shit, she was like, you ain't gonna believe when this happened. And she told me, and I was like,
raided?
I was like, I absolutely believe that. Based on what I've seen you do around me. And I know you wasn't showing me all of it.
Did she stop after that, or was...
I don't know. We kind of stopped talking after
fizzled?
Absolutely.
After the SWAT raid, you tend to
fizzle. It was at the end of the sparkle anyway. It was like...
That'll do it.
That was it. I was like, I'm not buying another bottle. No more sparkles.
That'll do it. That's very funny.
Yeah, I can... I don't know.
Okay, I think the guy is here.
Okay. Well, you can go grab it. I keep up to do.
Okay.
Until you get back. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I can't. That's a lot. But I'm honestly, I hate to say I'm not surprised about this news at all. It is unfortunate. Everybody was rooting for them. It's definitely a hit. I feel like it's a hit to the community because we put certain celebrities on such a high pedestal in hopes that they're gonna be together forever, and then when this shit happens, it's just like it's like a reality call. But to be fair, this is on point with everything else that has happened in 2020. This is just 2020 rounding at that last lap and seeing how much more shit it can fuck up before the year is out. So I definitely feel like this is not to be expected, but it's definitely not shocking either. And, it is what it is. A hood girl gonna make fun of Tahir for stuttering. Surprisingly, they didn't. And I don't know if that's because of where I'm from. Everybody kind of talks with, slurs and a little drawl, and they don't really like highlight every time you mess up. But I don't know. I didn't really get that as much as I do now. So it is. Somebody said Pat with the hood chick is hilarious. That is hilarious. I can't even imagine. I feel like if Pat was dating a hood chick, she would tell him she was ready to go. Like he'd be sitting down smoking with his friends. She'd be like, all right, nigga, let's go. She just pull a nigga up and she put him in the car. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see it. Stuttering and slurring isn't really a big deal. It's not, Kevin. It's just like when it's highlighted on the platform that it is, like on Squadcast and Roast Me and things like that, it definitely brings attention to it. And then people start watching for every little chance that they can to highlight it. And I mean, listen, man. I have thick skin, but just like anybody else, you get tired of hearing some shit. But also, this type of shit kind of comes with the territory, man. Like when you want to be in the public's eye, and you want to be, in front of people making videos and shit like that, you gotta just take some of the shit. It's gonna come with it, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Dutch, you didn't have to say all of that. That's what's gonna happen. You don't think Patrick has ever been snatched up by a shirt by a woman? You don't think that? I think somebody has definitely said, what you say to me? And Pat was like, I wouldn't say it like that. I was just saying, you don't think that has ever happened? Be real with me. You know that's happened at least once or 10 times. Probably about 15 times. Thank you, Simone. Thank you. He definitely has. That visual is hilarious, though. Pat Smoke, she said, I'm ready to go. Other than his mom, no, yes, Dutch, yes, he has. You know good and damn well he is. You know Pat probably gets bullied. And you know Pat has a safe word. You know he's been fucked before. Ben, I do have a cameo. I actually have 2 cameos I have to knock out today. I did 3 last night, so I do have cameo. If you would like me to wish someone happy birthday or happy anniversary or happy divorce party, no pun intended with the story today, but I have done some for that. Or whatever. You can hit me up on Cameo, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a safe word before. I've definitely fucked somebody that I knew was way more experienced than me, and I'm experienced. So if I had a safe word, just know like that motherfucker scared me. But it also was kind of like exciting too. It's like I ain't never did this before. But yeah, it's definitely out there. So our food just got here. We are about to film lunchtime lottery. So we probably want to end this right now. We just wanted to tap in with y'all really quickly.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to end this, and then we're going to shoot lunchtime lottery. And that will be out this Sunday. So make sure y'all tune into that, and thank y'all for tuning in today. My safe word, I can't even remember what the safe word. It was something ridiculous like nunchucks or something like that.
What?
It was just something that I knew I wouldn't say in a regular conversation. That's what your safe word should be.
What y'all talking about?
Nothing. All right, guys, we're gonna talk to y'all a little bit later. Don't try to read through the comments and figure it out. Hey guys, hey, go ahead and log off. I'm gonna go ahead and close it.
What in the hell? Y'all got wild as hell in here.
Yeah,